It feels like it's time to start the comedy show. What do you guys think? Every week we do this. I say it the first time, it gets a smattering. I know there's only about 20 of us here, but we can do better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, this may not look like it, but due to the storm, this is normally the coolest thing going on a Monday night in Maui. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready for some comedy, make some noise. Thank you. Thank you. We are small, but we are mighty. We appreciate the effort. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Comedy Simulator. Whose first time is it here to the Comedy Simulator? A few of us, welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's called the Comedy Simulator because it's not a real comedy show. This is a comedic simulation. This is a simulated comedy experience. What does that mean? Well, you're not a real audience. We're not real comedians. What does that mean? You guys didn't pay, so lower your expectations. That's what that means. This is an open mic comedy, but we gamify it. Some of the sets that you're going to see tonight are going to be a touch of brilliance. You're going to be like, wow, I can't wait till I see them on HBO Comedy Central, or, you know, those things don't exist anymore. Or you're going to see some bad comedy tonight, too. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Some of this is going to be bad, and that's okay. That's a part of comedy, too. You're getting the inside scoop. So we reward good greatness as well as badness. Comedian of the night, you'll be splitting the tips with me. It'll be a sparse patronage tonight, but you know, we'll make it good for you. Audience member of the night, if you prove to be the audience member of the night, you get a free bottle of High Spice hot sauce. That's right. Tonight's flavor, the triple garlic, ghost pepper, good medium level heat. If you love garlic, you're gonna love that sauce. And also, if somebody bombs like is terrible on stage tonight, and we all agree, they get to wear the bomb beanie. That's right, it's a little beanie that looks like a bomb. I bought it on Etsy for $40. If somebody's bad, and we all agree, and they agree, they put on the bomb beanie, and we all know who it was. Now, if you see somebody wearing the bomb beanie, do not make fun of them. Buy them a drink. Follow them on Instagram. Be a part of their climb, not a part of the reason they're wearing the hat. Tonight's theme is personal stories. Everybody's gonna be telling jokes close to the heart, things that have happened to us, not so much observational humor. Doesn't have to be your whole set, could just be one joke. Doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to listen to me. You can say eat it, you know, and do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care, I'm trying to help, all right? I've gone over the rules. Are we ready to start the comedy show? Yeah! Let's do it. Begin simulation. Do you guys want to hear traumatic personal stories that I'm trying to make funny, or do you want to hear like things that I already know are funny? Always. It's always the comedians that yell at it. It's never the audience members. The audience members are like, I'm just trying to have dinner, and the comedians are like, bleed for me, Chino. I want to see you bleed. Anybody here raised with alcoholic parents? Yeah, right? A good handful. You guys are also really bad backseat drivers, aren't you? Oh, right, we're the worst. I didn't know that those two went hand in hand until my friend pointed it out. We were driving on the freeway in California, and I go, whoa, hey, look out. He's like, hey, relax, dude, I'm not an alcoholic like your parents. And I just sat there and folded my hands like, how did he know? Is this all connected? It makes so much sense once somebody brings it to your attention, but I didn't realize how bad my stories were until the people I was dating, when I would tell them, like, would lose the color in their face when I started telling them. Certain things traumatized me as a kid that affect me still today. I can't listen to Smash Mouth's All-Star. I'll explain. My mom went missing for 3 days when I was 12. 3-day drinking binge, didn't know where she went. Bartender called me and goes, your mother's here, you need to come pick her up. I got your number. Through knowing Linda, through knowing her this long, we need to get her home. I was all right, I'm only 12. And we didn't have Uber. I was like, he's like, you have keys to your car? Come on and get her. So as a 12-year-old in LA, I had go drive my mom, drive her back home. Now here's the thing. Don't turn into my friend, be my therapist. When I'm driving her home, I start asking her questions, like I told everyone, I'm like, where have you been? And she will only respond to me in the lyrics of All Star. Or I'm like, you can't just leave for this. She's like, hey now, it's a cold place. I'm gonna say it gets colder. I'm like, no, you can't. You're an all-star. So now, every time I hear that song, I get a little queasy, right? I feel like everybody's got those little triggers that if they surface in a weird way, they'll like kind of snap on you. That's why I started collecting cards again. Right back to my childhood. You know how like fast food restaurants are bringing back old foods? Like, hey, you guys remember the McRib or you remember this sandwich? I do have a bad memory. I remember my dad told me that he'd never loved my mom over a KFC Twister. I really hope they never bring that back, you guys. I don't want to cry over a biscuit at a KFC. I thought I'd come so much further. You guys wanted the trauma stuff. I was ready to do cat jokes, but here we are. You could have said, no, Chino, tell the funny stuff. You wanted trauma. I'm laying it out for you. I'm laying it out for you. Do you guys want more trauma or you want a good joke? Or you what? Thank you. I like when somebody respectfully taps out. I appreciate that. Let's see, personal stories that are not traumatic but funny. I used to bounce bars for a long time here on Maui. I bounced triangles for like 10 years. Anybody here remember me as a bouncer? Yeah, it's funny. I remember a lot more of you fucking assholes. People don't forget. So check this out. There was this one time where this Australian guy tried to smoke a cigarette inside the bar. And okay, I'm gonna let you guys know this on the inside right now. Locally, the police favor the bouncers over the patrons. Unless you're a local patron and you might have relations to the police, if you're not related, if you're a visitor, just act right because the police favor the bouncers over the patrons. Let me explain. This guy comes into a bar. He's from Australia. I can tell by the way he's Australian. Some of you have interacted. Australians are like the people from Florida of the rest of the world. We can all agree. Anybody here from Florida? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, anyways. This guy lights up a cigarette in the middle of Tiki Lounge. So as a bouncer, it's my job to get him to put that cigarette out. I'm like, hey buddy, you can't smoke a cigarette in here. And he starts giving me guff about it. And I'm like, no, you gotta put that thing out. This isn't a conversation. So then he takes a big drag from it, and I know what he's about to do. He's about to blow it in my face. A classic cowboy saloon move. I've been there before. I take a deep breath. When he tries to casually blow it out at me, I blow harder into his face. Blowing his smoke back into his nose, he starts, I win, right? We're done. Put out the cigarette. He refuses. He grabs my shirt and he reels back to headbutt me. All right, now, I don't know if you know this, but when you're drunk, you move at 25% of your actual speed. But it feels like you're twice the speed, right? It's like this weird time warp. So he's leaning back like Andre the Giant, like he's gonna deliver the final blow. Fully sober bouncer, here's the number one counter to somebody trying to headbutt you, okay? This is what you do. Somebody's winding up to headbutt you, it's one simple move. You lower your head. That's it. They end up face butting your forehead. They headbutt themselves. It's an old bouncing trick. Just so you know, if someone's ever about to headbutt you, that's what you do. I did that. And the guy knocked himself out, hits the ground, he's out cold. We had to call police, ambulance, everything. I'm terrified. This is my first actual, big issue here at this bar. Stretcher comes, they take him out. The cop comes up, local cop. He's taking his notes. He looks at me and goes, "What's up, bro?" And I'm like, okay, already that's a good sign. There's no sirs, there's no what's your name. He's got a pen in the book. He's not saying, hey, brother, hey, what happened to this guy over here? I said, he tried to headbutt me. Oh, how that happened to his face then? Oh, I lowered my head so he want to put his face, smart you, bro. That's one good move. You got a name for that? Ninja move. Okay. Is that it? I'm like, then you guys got him. He's like, cool, that's it. And he closes his book. I'm like, that's it? He's like, that's it. He's like, hold on, you got something in your forehead. I had the person's tooth still in my forehead. I still got a little. And I was like, hey, did that ambulance leave? Just go ahead and give me a little wipe down. And I was like, I didn't get sent home early. I had to stay the rest of the night. Isn't that weird? I mean, like, I had a tooth in my head, and I still have 3 hours of shift. That's a weird feeling, right? That's a weird feeling. All right, let's get this started. You guys ready for the open mic to start? Ladies and gentlemen, did anybody else sign up on the list? We got a sign-up list right here. If anybody wants to sign up, put your name down. Ladies and gentlemen, your first comedian was Comic of the Night last week. He runs the open mic every Tuesday at Vibe in Kihei. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Morgan.
All right, no pressure. Comic of the week on Monday night. What the hell did I say last week that was so damn funny? I don't know, I was having this conversation though, or I overheard a conversation, a couple ladies, larger ladies that were at the bar, and they had this great accent. And I thought it was Scottish accent, and I said, so, are you ladies from Scotland? And she says, it's Wales, idiot. And I said, oh, are you two whales from Scotland? Yeah, it didn't go over so well. No, it's funny. They say they will ask you questions based on the way you dress. And that's how I know I dress kind of like a guy who often looks like he has a lighter. I don't have one. But people get really mad. They're like, why are you walking around like that if you're not going to be carrying proper equipment? But yeah, no, I like to mess around. I mean, I know I look sometimes like I'm one bad laundry week away from like the homeless look. And I'll agree that homeless is a problem, you know, it's growing, it's rapid, and you have no idea how many tents I walked by on the way here and was invited in. But you know, I was on my way to open mic, so I had to decline. That's funny. I watch golf on TV. I play a lot of golf. I play golf for a few decades now. I never had a hole-in-one, but I did hit a guy one time. And I gotta say, that was pretty gratifying. It was, you're supposed to yell 4 when you think the ball's gonna hit somebody, but I was too busy saying, shit, there's no way that ball's gonna hit that guy. Little did I know, no, 4 is the word you're supposed to yell. People get mad about that shit. Let's see, I like these bars, these microbrew bars. They have like the new IPA of the week, of the month. I was at this one the other day and they were saying, try this new beer. And I was like, okay, I like IPAs. And they're like, okay, this one's hoppy, it's good. It's got a little touch of, you know, fruity, highlight, everything else. And it's called the Little Blonde Girl. And I was like, okay, you know, well, give me one of those and I'll see what I think. And it was actually pretty damn good. And I was like, okay. And then the bar got a little more crowded and I needed another beer. And I went up to the same bartender. And usually a good bartender is going to look at you and go, oh, same thing? And, you know, you can nod and be like, yeah, hit me up again, whatever. And instead he's like, what are you having? And I said, well, you know, I want that little blonde girl. And he said, what? I said, a little blonde girl. The crowd kind of did what you guys did, didn't it? And he said, well, do you want a 14 or a 16? Dude, get some bigger cups, man. Fuck. Not cool. No, but it gets weird with kids, you know, like, I don't have any. And so I can't, like, you know, act like I know what I'm talking about. But I was standing in line at the Bahia Fish Market the other day, and you know it gets pretty crowded, but that fish taco is so damn good. And I'm there, and there's a family, you know, and they're kind of crowding in because it's raining. What the fuck is this?
Hello? Is this on?
Okay, it is. It's on. This might be the littlest Bluetooth mic I've ever seen. Can someone just throw this at me? Just okay. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna hold this up here. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So I'm in that crowded line at the Paia Fish Market. It goes out the street, but it's raining, so people are kind of crowding in. And this kid, he must have been about like 6 or something, and I think he thought it was funny, but he wasn't like facing me, but he kept stepping on my foot. And like by the 4th or 5th time, I was like, "Hey, yo, little buddy, you're on my foot." And his mom, I think it was his mom, or she was his mom, said, "He's a child." And I said, "Yeah, I get that. I know he's a child. That's why I said, hey, little buddy, not, hey, asshole, get the fuck off my foot." You know, like, what the fuck? So I was trying to be cool there, but that was, you know, they say you're not supposed to eat before an endoscopy. They call it these days. For if you're not familiar, that's where they take a light on the end of something like this, and they stick it where this up there, just to look around, you know. It's like, I got an idea, why don't you tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you if it's up there. But anyway, you go there and they put you in this, they give you this set of instructions. I'll spare you before you go. And laying there on the table, you know, some of my last conscious people are the ones in the room going to be performing this procedure. And the anesthesiologist says, "This stuff, propofol, it's like, this is the good stuff. This is what killed Michael Jackson." And I was like, "Dude," I'm like, "don't fucking tell me that. You're about to put me under and you're telling me, you're giving me the same thing they gave Michael Jackson. Just like, don't give me the Michael Jackson dose, please. Like, I would actually like to sleep a little less than Michael Jackson." Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have been great. Stick around. We got some funny comedians. Thank you all. Yeah.
Kim Over Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Also, yes, there is another little microphone right here. We have a live stream going, and have always every Monday. Check it out if you want to watch the show when you're not here, at Comedy Simulator on YouTube. It's live streaming right now to like 4 people, and one of them probably fell asleep, so I hope they keep it rolling so our algorithm goes up. Comments, and I'll shout you out if you're watching. All right. The next comedian told me that they want to push back a little bit. Is there any comic that wants to go up next? Jump your spot from the back to front. Any of you tail end comics feel like you want to pass the bus? What's going on? Come on, anybody? Yeah, Mr. You're not even on the list. You want to get this next spot? Mr. E. You ready? You ready? He looks ready, ladies and gentlemen. The man who's the lit blunt himself. Give it up for Mr. E. Fist bump, hands off.
Hey,
Whoa.
see how much I got you, Chino? Well, hello, I'm Mystery, as y'all hear. Not, hey everybody, look at me, Mystery, as some comics don't catch on to. I really was looking forward to getting here earlier. I want to go on first and point out that's a great night for you to pick on yourself instead of me, everyone. Check this out, I've been practicing. I'm gonna do it. You saw that. That was at least 10 seconds of me shutting the fuck up. That's a record. A lot of people are asking me to write down my sayings, my parables, my life story. I was thinking of calling my story. First I was thinking calling it Son of Fire, because crawling out of hell is a lot of work, but I'm being more realistic. Now I think I'm going to call it Pleading the Fifth. I finally got enough pockets. Look, this thing here has at least 7 of them. 5 here. If you don't know why I need this many pockets, I'm the wrong guy to talk to. But if you do know I need some empty pockets, you can meet me in the back smoking a joint. Man, picking on your stuff, I could be up here the rest of the night. What isn't there to pick on? My lanky self, my horrible hair, my awkward misdemeanor. Man, so much to work with. So much to work with. But let me ask you a question. How many people think it's easier to eat 13 tacos being high on LSD, coke, and ketamine? Anyone think it's easier to eat that way?
Easier than what?
I didn't think so either. Apparently, somebody thought that was a tactical advantage for winning a contest. I disagree. If you can eat 13 tacos on as much blow as I do, you probably deserve a medal. Not that I do blow. I'm just up here telling jokes. The biggest joke probably being mystery. Not, hey, look at me. Been having a lot of fun doing some karaoke, getting a little bit more practice with the voice and the mic, and knowing what songs are low enough for me. Man, I get low. You probably don't have a backhoe to get this low, but if you're down, I'll lead you to the show. Okay. But you know, that ticket is not free. It's actually a little expensive. But, you know, you get what you pay for. Sometimes I've fallen into the market of professional cuddling. I know, it's crazy. Who would think somebody wants to pay to be in a room with me? But it's happened. It has happened. For the cuddling. That's it. I get paid for the cuddling. Anything else is just an act of appreciation. I'll let you know about that webpage if anyone's interested in professional cuddling. I can wear a green Owlsby bear suit. That way you don't have to make actual contact. But, you know, aside from that, it's kind of fun being me when you're not around everyone. And the other times, there's ketamine to make everyone bearable. It's not you, it's me. I'm a combat veteran. I paid for PTSD, traumatic brain injury. And you know, it's just easier to deal with people when you can disassociate, step back, and not care about who you are. It helps. It's actually kind of really powerful for those outer body experiences that give you a look at your real self. Now, I'm not saying it's for everyone. It's a really powerful medicine for strong, treatment-resistant depression, which I have experienced. Also, you don't need to put a full arm cast on a mosquito bite. If you're born and raised in Maui, you might not need what I'm into. But also, you know, struggle occurs everywhere. One thing I learned really, really deeply in this planet is hell and heaven exists right here. It really is your demeanor and your mindset that decides whether you are in heaven or hell. Guess where I dwell? On that, I'm gonna let it go. Have a nice spell. Let's get on mystery. Give it up for Chino, everybody.
Yeah, Mr. E, keep it going for him. A very lucid set. Shout out to Sucio3 watching. We are in Maui, Hawaii. For you asking, we're in Hawaii. They were guessing if we were in Portland or Seattle by looking at Mr. E. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, Sucio. I don't know if you tried to do that, but he's like, "Are you in Portland or Seattle?" I was like, not far. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic just returned to us from Japan, where he performed, making him an international comic. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only, Mr. Shane Nelson.
What's the name of the person watching?
Sucio3.
Sucio3, Chino has us in his basement, help! Wouldn't that be something? Where are they? Maui? In Chino's basement, Maui. Hello everyone, my name is Shane Nelson. I am 33 years old, and when I was 19 years old, I spent 2 years of my life hitchhiking around the United States. I've hitchhiked in 40 of the 48 lower, and this is one of my stories. It's personal nice. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I was in South Dakota. I'm hanging out with the Jew. That was my buddy. I was Goose. He was the Jew. And we're hitchhiking at this intersection in Rapid City, South Dakota. And 4 hours go by without someone pulling over. And as we're standing there, hopeless, a truck hauling lumber takes a sharp turn and spills all of its lumber across the intersection. The Jew looks at Goose, me, and he says, "It's good karma, let's go help." We throw off our backpacks, we run into the street, and we start throwing lumber into the back of the truck. And I stop for a moment and I look behind me, and every single person at the intersection had gotten out of their vehicle, and we made a human conveyor belt. And we loaded up that truck and went on its way, and we all started going again, right? So we go back to our backpacks, we throw out our thumbs, and we get picked up instantly. And this woman, she drives us 2 hours in the direction we're going. And at the end of the drive, we asked her, we're like, "Hey, what made you pick us up?" And she said, "Actually, I drove by the first time, and I was like, that's 2 men, I'm a single woman, I can't pull over." And then she looked in her rear view mirror and saw us doing a good deed. So she came back and picked us up. I was like, "That's so crazy." I was like, "What's your name?" And she said, "My name is Karma." One more thing about Karma, this is a true story. Karma also had 2 big fat titties. Thank you. On my plane ride, in my backpack, in the front zipper, I keep the most important things. I keep cash, I keep diarrhea pills, and I keep condoms. And on the plane, I went to open up my zipper, and all 3 of those things fell on the girl next to me. And she's like, "I don't know where you're going, but don't do what you're about to do." I was just in Japan, and in Japan they had Wagyu everywhere. And I looked it up. Wagyu is just beef. It translates to beef. That's it. And for us in America, like, "Oh, like cows you treat good? Like you didn't torture your cow? Is that what you're, like we sell Wagyu for more?" And they're like, "No, we just like don't torture any cows." Like in Japan, they don't have like cage-free eggs. They just have chickens they treat right. Thank you. Konnichiwa. Yeah, that's right, dude. I meant to say arigato, but I'm that bad. Not bilingual at all. I went to Vietnam before I went to Japan. In Vietnam, thank you is come on. So you can order a beer and you're like, "Come on. Bring me my beer. Come on." And then you're being polite. This is another personal thing. After like 6 months of not dating, I started dating again. And I'm turning my hat backwards for my camera. I started dating again recently. And I went on a date, and we went to Casanova, upcountry. Great date. She asked to hang out the next day. We went to the beach. Great date. She sends me a message, and like I'm excited. Like every time we spend time together, it's just wonderful. And she sends me a message, and she says, "Shane, I didn't think that they made men like you anymore. You're such a great guy, and I feel so lucky to have met someone like you." And then she ghosted me. That's the last thing she said to me. And honestly, it hurt my feelings a little bit. I was like, "What the hell is that?" You know? I was like, "What did I do?" And then I went on a date with another girl, and after the first date, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I like you so much. This is so fun." And I was like, "Ew." And I realized that it's like, you don't want someone to like you too much. And I think I liked that first girl too much, because as soon as the second girl was like, "I like you a lot," I was like, gross. Something's wrong with you. Did I get my... No. Oh, cool. This is for you guys. They're all for you. I got acupuncture in Vietnam. It's $8 to get acupuncture. And you go into a hospital, they call it the Natural Hospital. I'm like, that's good. And you go in, and the lady, she takes my blood pressure, and then she looks at me, and she goes, "Stick out your tongue." And I stick out my tongue, and she goes, "Ah, you have diarrhea and your knee hurts." I was like, how the hell did she know that? I was like, that's probably just something she says to all Americans, right? She said, "You have diarrhea." And they're like, "Yes, we do. Our knees hurt." Shit. I took mushrooms on the plane on the way back. Rookie mistake. Whenever I ate mushrooms, I become a pacer, and there's not really a lot of room to pace on a plane. And so I was pacing around the plane, and after a while of pacing around the plane, the flight attendant snapped at me. She said, "Sir, you need to sit down and put on your pants." Thank you, my name's Shane Nelson. Bye-bye.
Give it over Shane Nelson, ladies and gentlemen, back from his trip to Asian countries. Are you going to move to an Asian country and change all your currency and and start selling silk coin purses every time you fly back? You're like, I got 500 of these, I need to move before I go home. That's my uncle, by the way. No, that's not you. I'm sorry, I'm projecting. I have an expat uncle. All right. The next comic coming up is one of my closest friends in the comedy scene. If you've been watching comedy here on Maui for a long time, you know who he is already. He's an asshole. He's like a Russian doll of assholes. You know what I mean? He's not just an asshole. Like, he's an asshole, and you open that asshole up, and inside you find another asshole. But then you open up that asshole, and inside there's a smaller asshole. But then you open up that asshole, and there's a nice person in there. But then you open that up and there's an asshole inside. Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Anderson.
I think that's what he's going to put on my headstone when I die. It's kind of weird. Living on Maui has been a very different experience. I have a lot of friends, but I don't have a lot of peers, especially among the comedians. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with kids, and I'm definitely sure I'm the only one that has custody of their kids. Yeah. With that, I got 3 girls, and that was enough. We were running out of space, so I got a vasectomy. And I was very nervous, because I'm not saying it was microsurgery, but it looks like if Mario Brothers had a power down mushroom. Looks like 3 robin's eggs in a nest. Looks like my thighs are playing a game of who's got your nose. My wife has nicknamed it. So I went to go get what was I going to say? So I did the vasectomy, and before I went in, I wanted to do something just to fuck with them. So I called up the office and I said, hey, I wanted to make sure that the standard of care here on Maui is as good on the mainland. My best friend got a vasectomy at Stanford, and they had a protocol, and I wanted to make sure that you guys follow that same protocol out here. You could hear this nurse, she just, you could hear her eyes roll back in her head like a slot machine, just, fuck this guy, right? And she goes, well, sir, what protocol did he undergo? And I said, well, when the vasectomy was over and he walked out, all the nurses and doctors and other patients came out and did a hallway of high fives that he got to exit. And I just wanted to make sure that's what you did here on Maui. She goes, yes, sir, absolutely, we will do this for you in Maui. So I went out to go get the vasectomy. And the first thing is, if you get it here, Dr. Svorensen does it in Wailuku in an old house that sits way above the street and just has blacked out the bottom half, and you can see through the top half, so you're just pulling your dick out and looking at people walking across the road, and you're just like, hey, how's it going? Well, for me, it's like a light switch, hey, how's it going? And so, very nerve-wracking, and you get it done, and you walk out, and I kicked out the door, and all the nurses came out, all the doctors came out. I got a hallway of high fives from the patients, and they called people in from across the parking lot to high five me, and that's how good Maui healthcare is. Right? Fuck yeah. No, that's a clap. That's a clap. Okay. Yes. That's a clap. I don't have the clap, but what did I want to tell you guys about? I'm trying to think of the joke that I haven't done a million times before. Maybe just do those? My wife's like, dude, do the small dick ones, and I did those, and then then that's over. I don't really know what to say. I've just had, my mind is so blank at this point, looking at all of you people. For the first time ever, my mind's been swimming in bullshit, and I'm looking around this room, and I'm seeing Dove with his comfort guitar that I've never heard played, and it's at that moment where you're just like, I've had 3 grandparents die in the last week and a half. Yeah. I only liked one of them. It's fine. Another one had Alzheimer's, didn't know who I was. Middle one was okay. It's been a hell of a week, and all right, I'm gonna do this because it's in my soul. All right, nah.
Just do it however long it takes.
Nah, however long it takes.
Yeah, you just do it.
Just do the thing. Fuck, I'm not gonna do the thing. Guys, thank you very much. This has been a slow night for me. Thank you.
Keep it over Ted Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I want to be sympathetic, but like dead grandparents at this age, I feel like dead grandparents are like goldfish, right? One of them passes to kind of teach you about death, and it's just going to keep on happening, but you get one goldfish where it's like, okay, you get one. 3 grandparents at once, was that like a small plane crash, or what happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you nailed it. It was a whale watch gone wrong. No, I think. Okay, that's not what happened, okay? It's probably 3 different terminal illnesses, relax. I had grandparents too. I had a grandma, check this out, dementia. She couldn't remember I was her grandchild, but she still remembered she was racist. How deep is that, right? Yeah. She was like, I don't know who you are, but you Chinese? I'm like, oh shit, grandma. I was complimented. Because Asian people think I look more white, and it's just like nice to be accepted. All right, anyways. Okay, what happened there? That was supposed to be a joyous occasion. Did everybody get broken up via text message? What just happened right now? What just hit this? Did ICE show up? What's going on? Stop acting like that. I love you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic, definitely not an ICE member. He couldn't pick anybody up and put him in a van. No, you need a team of them. Give it up for Jackson Baby.
I think you need like 7 Jacksons to kidnap a Chino. Roughly. So for all the women that already don't know this in here, guys don't really care about your pubes that much, guys. If we're already down there to find out, we're already down there. On the flip side, hey guys, they want it a little shorter than you think they do. But I just let my girlfriend take care of that now. She knows what she wants it to look like. She fucking do it. I don't know. But she swept it up last time, and then she just threw it outside. And she lives on a property that has chickens. There is definitely a chicken making a nest with my pubes right now. All right, guys, don't worry. They're not in the chicken you're eating tonight. They're just staying warm from the rain. It had been a while. All right, you guys love that one. Let's find out. We obviously got some drinkers in here tonight, right? Yeah? You guys ever got so drunk that you pissed your neighbor's bed?
Is that how it is?
No.
Yeah.
No? Just me? I went over to hang out with my neighbor one night, and I was already blacked the fuck out. And I passed out, and I woke up in the morning, And I had, realized what I had did. And she was still asleep. So I grabbed my shit and I ran, guys. Except this is my neighbor. I ran next door in an apartment. My plan was, I'm staying here for as long as my lease is up. But I had a mean hangover and I didn't have enough beer for that yet. So I went to the store and she just ended up pulling in right in front of me in the parking lot. I was like, hey, did you pee? And I already ran out once. I was like, yeah, I did. But then I told this story at another open mic one night. And like literally 2 days later, a girl matched with me on Bumble and texted me and said, hey, you can pee in my bed, winky face. And then she never responded to me. She missed out, guys. I have true pubes now, dude. Alright, whatever. Somebody call back somewhere? God. What else to do even? Those are the only two I got prepared. I grew up with a big gap in my teeth, guys. Like right down the center. I could fit my pinky between my two front teeth. Like I had some fun with it, I SpongeBob impressions without making a noise. I could shoot square water streams. And then I got it, straightened out during high school. And just as I was getting the braces off, nature always wins, guys. Just as I was getting this gap straightened out, I don't know if you guys can see in the back, but I still have a gap. Just in my mustache this time. And they don't make mustache braces. Alrighty guys, I'm Jackson Babine. Have a good night.
Jackson Babine, ladies and gentlemen, gets his pubes cut hands-free. That's interesting. Advice for girlfriend, I know you and I'm not going to say your name out loud just to not expose you because I just want to tag up a joke. I don't want to incorporate you. Name starts with an S. Ends with Eva. Just saying, instead of getting down there to shave him, put him in an inversion table. Flip him upside down. Keep it sexy! That's what I'm talking about. Valentine's Day's going on. Give him the... Why do the regular shave job when you can give him the Spider-Man shave job? You know what I mean? Upside down Kirsten Dunst. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, come up to the stage right now. Roast battle champion of last year. We're going to do another roast battle this year in April, so get yourselves ready. Last year's roast battle champ, the one, the only, the very funny, Mr. Joel Hewitt.
All right, guys. How we doing, huh? How we feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah? I just got back to Maui about 2 weeks ago. I went to the East Coast, and I got this tradition every time I fly. Every time I go through TSA, I look at the guy behind me in line, and I go, listen, just between you and me, I got 3 live cats in this bag right now. And then when I get to the other side of TSA, that moment where you get your bag off the x-ray, I'll make eye contact with that guy. And I'll peek into my bag, crack it open a little bit, I'll look at him and I'll go, fuck yeah, dude, we did it. Thank you, the one person, thank you. It's good stuff, it's good stuff. I did that recently to a pilot in uniform for Alaskan Airlines. And true story, I can't fly Alaskan Airlines anymore. So do what you will with that. I had a liver transplant when I was 3 years old, right? I'm pretty hard to kill. I'm just like my truck, right? Running on spare parts, very high mileage. Fuck, man. All right. Jeez, I was hoping that one was a hitter. All right, let's see here. When I bought my truck, I had an option of buying it from one of 3 different people. I had the option of buying a truck from an Argentinian guy. I had the option of buying a truck from an Arab guy. And I had an option of buying a truck from a Hawaiian guy. And the Argentinian truck was legal up until about 6 months ago. And it's actually at the point now that ICE is actually looking for it, so I couldn't buy that one. I didn't buy the truck from the Arab guy because trucks aren't exactly known for not blowing up in the Middle East. So, all right, Jesus Christ. All right. And so I ended up buying this truck from this Hawaiian guy, and it all worked out because it was the greatest value. The truck actually came with a pit bull and a domestic violence charge. So put that in the bank. All right. All right, hang on. Let me make a note. Real quick. They hated that. Okay. Awesome. Put that down real quick. What else do I got here? Oh man. I got a messed up sense of humor. It tends to run in the family. My grandmother passed away a couple years ago. God rest her soul. But I got my humor from her. I went and saw her. I went and visited with her. I got lunch with her 2 years after my grandfather died, her husband of 62 years. And just as a joke, I asked her, I go, Mims, are you seeing anybody nowadays? And she goes, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a woman currently. We've been doing this thing that they call, the kids are calling scissoring. And I thought that was really shocking. You know, after 62 years, she really cut to the chase on that one, huh? All right. Fuck me. Sideways. All right, let's see here. All right, check this out. All right, I'm going to try this one. Let's see here. My phone has never once, in any web browser, in any search box anywhere, ever looked up the words erectile dysfunction. It's not something that I deal with. And yet, every YouTube video that I watch, I get bombarded with ads from either Hims or Blue Chew. And every time I go to show my friends a video, I get an ad that goes, do you ejaculate prematurely or have trouble staying erect in the bedroom? And I'm like, no, I fucking don't. It's gotten to the point where I'm starting to call up the CEOs of Blue Chew, and I'm like, how fucking dare you? You have no idea the struggle that I live with. I wake up every day fully erect. I go to work every day fully erect. I can't take family photos with my family on the beach. I can't go swimming in public. How dare you insinuate that I can't get hard? But as I get older, I'm kind of wanting to find myself to call the CEOs of Blue Chew kind of like an ex-girlfriend. Just be like, hey, it's me. Listen, I've been thinking about things and I think I want you back in my life. I think if you're into it, maybe we could give things another try. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. My name's Joel Ewens.
Public enemy number 1, Mr. Joel Ewens. Yeah, dude, erectile dysfunction, I don't fuck with that either. If the dude can't get a boner, I kick him out, right? Fuck him. Soft dick asshole. That was funnier than you let it be. It's okay. It's okay. The internet people will appreciate that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage. Before I do, I'm going to walk around the tip bucket. Community of the night will be able to split those tips with me. So, you know, don't be afraid to be a little generous. But coming to the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite comics on the island. One of the best writers in the group Power of Comedy. Give it up for Miss Corky Gardner.
Hey guys, how's it going? That was a long walk. I have a lot of things I'm scared to say. We put them all on this piece of paper. Oh boy, where do I begin? No. It's all terrible stuff. Wow, really? Okay. It's all secret stuff, so it's all bad. I don't want to say any of it, but I want to talk about how my parents how they've met. I think some of you heard this before, but my mom was engaged to marry my uncle, and my uncle called my dad and said, "Would you come over? I've got a girl I'm going to marry, and I want your blessing." Okay, so he came down to see my mom, but he was like, "She's so high on coke, we want to get her out of the house for a couple of days." So my dad took her to Big Sur and they got married. Woo! Got that off my chest. Boy, do I feel better. Whew, it's hot in here. So I was really close to being my own cousin. Shit, in a different timeline. So when I was like 25, I got to meet my uncle for the first time, / dad almost. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say shocking things. Boy, I gotta walk out. That's a lot. So, cat's out of the bag. My mom did drugs, a lot of drugs.
Yeah,
and my friends are like, "Do you like drugs?" I'm like, "I was born on drugs." I love them. But my mom, she went to rehab for a few times. It almost worked, but yeah, we had a good time. She was a pistol, though. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I met my neighbor. Stopped me when I should get off the stage. Pretty close to now, but I met my neighbor, and she wanted to know about me. And she's like, "Hey, where's your dad?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, he passed away for COVID." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And we did this real big thing where we hugged and cried. And then we had a long pause. And she's like, "Well, how's your mom?" I'm like, "Mom?" Fuck, we gotta do this again. So just like awkward pause. It's like, she said 777 Heaven Street. Oh man. No, she's probably more like Los Angeles. But there's no easy way to get out of that. And this poor lady was just so mad. I mean, she was so mad at herself. But I don't want to. Do I have to tell the truth? No. I could have made up. I should have made some stuff up. Why not? Everything's fine. Everyone's alive. Anyhow, that was one of the hard things I shouldn't have said. That's okay. I'm going to go again. Oh, no, I can't even say that. Jesus. But yeah, there was this weird thing where, like, I broke up with my boyfriend, and then both of our houses burned down, and we never saw each other again. But I'm like, before that happened, I was so mad at him that I would drive by his house, and every day I'd be like, "Burn, burn, burn," for like 6 months. And then there was a huge fire, and everything's gone, right? So I'm like, fuck, it's not what I wanted to happen, right? I'm like, cancel, cancel, cancel. Universe, overkill. You gotta be specific. Because I wiped everybody out. I'm like, way to go, Corky. So I'm driving by his house, and I can't look. And after 6 months, I slowly look, and it's just like, fuck, man, everything's gone for miles. And so I can't date anymore. I can't. My magic is too strong. I can't reel it in. And talk about baggage, huh? Every time I go to a bar, they're gonna be like, "There's Fire Girl." You hear about what happened to her? No, I'm never gonna date again. I'm just gonna, harden my heart. It's like a crystal diamond. But I'm in Kihei now, so it's not easy to find men. I found a pig. He was on the side of the road because he lives there. But I go on my walks. I don't know anybody. I don't know if anyone comes find me. I'm on Ohio Street. Anyhow, I don't want to live in Kihei. I got 1 minute left. When the fire happened, there was a mirror that fell off the wall, and it broke, and the glass shattered. And I said out loud, I'm like, "Well, that's 7 years bad luck." And then my house burned down. Instantly. Oh God, that shit, the clock starts ticking immediately on now. So you almost gotta knock on wood. I'm gonna go home. Thank you.
Corky, show me how you make people laugh at your misery. They just feel bad for me. That was hilarious. One more time for Corky Gardner, ladies and gentlemen. I think she ripped the Band-Aid off on that 7 years bad luck. I think she just got all at once. That's how it works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. He is from another country. No, you are not hearing him incorrectly. Although he might also have a speech impediment. I don't know. He might actually sound weird where he's from, too. Ladies and gentlemen, get it for Ivan!
Both. So, jokes about Argentinians. Let me say, it was hard for me to understand because trailer park English, you just can't drive it out of context. You know? Sorry. All right, let's go down a little notch. That started strong. What do you call ginger Jewish people?
Ashes.
No, orange juice. That's going down a notch, right? Okay. I wasn't doing this, but okay. So Argentina is working, I don't know if you know this, I'm from Argentina, by the way. Argentina is looking for the cure for ADHD. They are putting concentration camps. All right, this is going great. I recently went to a public restroom and I took a massive shit. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it was massive and it was shit. And all of a sudden, like this guy goes into the other stall, right next to me. We weren't talking, but our assholes were like having a conversation, full on, right? It was weird. It was weird. And all of a sudden, like I go to wash my hands. This guy comes to wash his hands, kind of, stops and looks at me and goes, "Jesus loves you," and leaves. No washing her hands, anything, right? And I'm thinking about this guy driving, right? And all of a sudden going like, "Jesus, take the wheel," and Jesus going like, "No, motherfucker, just wash your hands. I'm not touching that." You go to church? That's why you don't like it. Nice, good. All right. You know the typical story about like the first time, you know, person meets person, they fall in love, they start, I say person meets person trying to be polite, you know. Whoever goes like, "I like dogs," you have a problem. All right. Person meets person, right? They start knowing they're curious about their bodies, right? What's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, maybe if you grab it, you know, all that. You know, you're teenagers. That's this kind of story. This is the story about my first time with a prostitute. Nice, good. So, I was in high school. This guy comes to me and goes, I didn't point at you when I said prostitute for any reason. Okay, anyway. So, how much? No. So I was in high school, and this friend of mine comes and says, "Dude, I just stole a lot of money from my mother, and we need to spend it." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "I'm getting a prostitute for you and me, don't worry." And I'm like, "What?" So we go, right? We go there, and it was weird. It was my first time ever, right, with the prostitute. I'm done. I'm done with the, right? And the prostitute, Mrs. Prostitute, looks at me and goes like, "All right, this is my time now. Turn around." Like, okay. So that's when I learned that women don't have Adam's apple. Okay, that story was actually super more rough. But, all right. Doing great. 1 minute? All right, I'm gonna close with this. I matched with a woman and we started talking for a while, and she goes, "Do you have any plans right now?" And I'm like, "No, it was midnight." For me, that was the first red flag, right? It's like, this doesn't happen. This lady goes like, "Do you live on your own?" "Yes." And I'm like, okay, let's do it. And she goes, perfect, 200 1 hour, 600 a night. And I don't know, maybe I look like a whoremonger or whatever, but this lady was like super serious, right? And I looked at her and I said, you're kidding me, right? I was just about to tell you my rates. She couldn't afford me. All right, that's my time. My name is Ivan. Thank you so much.
Give it over, Ivan! I feel like you said first time several times. How many times have you patronaged, have you solicited a lady of the night or a fellow of the night? Was just one? Do you have time? That's fair. That's fair. I have a friend that was in the Coast Guard, and he said when he went to Peru, he went and visited a house. And we got one of our most famous sayings in our friendship from it. He said that the girl couldn't, she had the female erectile dysfunction. You know what I mean? It wasn't ready to go. And she looked at my friend and said, I'm sorry, my pussy no cry. But now we say that when things don't work. Like when the TV's fuzzy, like what's going on? It's like, I don't know, dude, my pussy won't cry. I don't fucking... Okay, I don't care. I finally got her to laugh at that one. That's all I needed. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage. Do you want me to say the whole name? Yeah. Where'd you? Oh, you're right there. Okay. She wrote her business on there too. Are you sure you want to do that? Sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come up next to the stage. Sandra from Maui Prana Massage LLC. Yeah.
You guys, this is my first time doing stand-up, so this is my cherry popping moment. I get to share it with you guys. So, oops, did I drop the mic? I did.
That's fine.
Over there. But anyway, so thank you guys for coming. So again, my name is Sandra Rodriguez. I'm the owner of Maui Prana Massage, which is right behind this lovely building, right back there. This was my chance to shamelessly self-promote. Woohoo! Thank you. We actually just won the best massage place to get a massage on Maui for the Best of Maui and the Best Day Spa. So definitely go check them out. But so back to the funny business, right? The economy's like pretty bad right now, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let me try some comedy, like I might be good at this, you know, why not? So here I am, yeah, so they said personal stories, so I wanted to share my Come to Jesus story from last year. So I grew up, I'm the oldest of 7, I grew up in LA, and I've been here for 10 years, and my business has only been open for almost 3 years, so that was like a huge accomplishment that we made that. But back to the funny stuff, I grew up Catholic, and we were just kind of like told that we were Catholic. There was never like any Bibles around the house, and we never went to church, so I don't really know what we are or what, you know. But I always had a really, really strong relationship with God. Like I undeniably just felt connected, and I always felt like I was like one of God's favorite. And when things go right, I always say that, and I always think that everybody's one of God's favorite as well. So last year, the reason I started going to church for the first time in my adult life, by the way, I'm 29 and single, and I have 2 kids. They are 17 and 15. My 17-year-old's about to graduate. That's huge. Check on me in a few months, and I'm gonna be all right. But so yeah, I started going to church because I like fell in love at first sight, right? I wanted to like share a little love stuff with you guys since it's about to be Valentine's Day. And I fell in love at first sight. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, but basically I like walked into this party in Haiku, and there's this sexy guy drumming, and I just like, I'm always like tits on stage, you know? So like I go up there, and I hadn't really like made eye contact with the guy, but I just go up there, I'm doing my thing, and I'm recording the whole thing, by the way, I have live footage of all of this. And we lock eyes, and then as soon as we lock eyes, like fucking time stopped, you guys. Time stopped for me, like it really, really did. And I saw our whole life flash before our eyes in like 3 seconds. And then I was like, dude, that didn't happen, like go take a walk. And I took a walk, and then I came back, and there he was, and I got to talk to him. Well, then I didn't see him, like at all, ever. And I could not get him out of my mind. So I started going to church because I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, please, I can't get this guy out of my head. I really need like some extra help here. So I started going to church like every Sunday to be like, please help get him out of my head. And just like a little tip for you guys, like how you, like from my experience, how you know you're doing a good job is how a woman responds to you. So if she responds with like, oh Jesus, you're not doing it. But if she responds with, oh my God, you're doing it, right? And so like, just like a little example for your guys' life, like if you could only respond with, oh my God, or oh Jesus, I want to hear what you guys would say. So, if your dog runs away, what would you say?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus. Okay, sometimes it can be both ways. I tried this with like all my best friends, they're sick of this. Okay, you lock your keys in the car.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus, for me, right? And oh, you get a raise. Oh my God. So I've come to find that like when I personally call to Jesus when there's, I need help. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh Jesus, you know, like I need help. But I call to God when I'm like thankful for the blessings in life. So my 2025 dating, which also sucks here on Maui, it's worse than the economy actually. It was asshole drummer guy. So after 6 months of trying not to think about him, I finally got to see him, and it turns out he was shorter than me, with heels on. That's what counts as shorter than me, and small dick, and an asshole. And I was like, oh Jesus, damn. And then didn't say I slept with all these guys, but I dated these guys in 2025. And then personal trainer, oh Jesus. Politician, oh Jesus. Plumber, oh my God, well fuck me Mario. Thank you for watching. I'm much better massage therapist and comedian.
Keep it going for Sandra, ladies and gentlemen. If you pay her money, she will rub you. That's how it works, right? That's how it works. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I wasn't... You guys laugh like I was talking some shit. If you give her money, she'll rub you. That's how that works. Are you hurting? Not after you give her money. That's how that works. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, a gentleman who's been joining us since we've come to Paia Bay, I feel like, and he's been religious every week. Very, very, very on time. Give it up for Mr. Ed the Dread.
All right, peeps, let's hear it for Chino. Oh, yeah, sister. Damn, that was a tough one. I'm not even gonna touch on it. I'm gonna just leave Jesus alone. I'm gonna say this: if you fucking 29 and single mom, just date Jesus right now. All right, don't go looking for nobody. You need Jesus. All right. Jackson said that he had pissed his neighbor's bed. One of my college roommates, when he lived in the dorms the year before we lived together, stumbled into his dorm super drunk and pissed on his roommate in bed, sleeping with his girlfriend. That was sick. One time I pissed on a homie's wall at his mama's crib, and the mom came downstairs trying to tell me how fucked up it was, and I Rick James'd her. I was like, fuck your wall. Fuck that. It was crazy. So those are my two piss stories. Thanks for that, Jackson. Appreciate that. Anybody from New Jersey? Been to New Jersey? Anyone?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, good for you. You didn't spend too much time there. They say only the strong survive New Jersey. I believe that's true. The governor that was in office when I was there, he had gastro bypass surgery and then gained all the weight back. So they had a motherfucker that couldn't govern his weight trying to govern the state. It was some bullshit. I spent about a third of my adult life in New Jersey. Asbury Park is a city that I worked in. I was a bartender on the boardwalk there. It's probably the gayest place in all of New Jersey. They were where the first gay marriage was when it was legalized. The owner of the bar I worked at was the person who was in that wedding. The mayor was a gay dude who I served pretty much once a week with his partner. And the judge of the city was gay. And the more that I talk about that shit, that was probably the gayest city in America. The gays took over the beachfront though. It was gentrified, if you know what that means. If you don't, what that means is on the other side of the track, it's all black. So if you crossed over the train tracks, it'd be nothing but brothers in the hood. I was an ocean rescue lifeguard previously, so I thought it'd be nuts being a lifeguard there because those two demographics really suck at swimming. I live my life kind of like the movie Friday, so I was wondering what it would be like trying to save fucking Debo and Damon at the same time. Nobody? Friday? Yeah? Okay, I got a few. Fucking damn, alright. I actually got in a lot of trouble in New Jersey one time. I was arrested for being the designated driver. It was a bunch of white dudes leaving a bar and they were making a lot of noise. So I was like, yo fellas, the cops might come and get you because they got a lot of problems with noise violations around here. As soon as I said that, cops swooped around, came right out to me. License and registration, please. I thought it was a brown dude. I thought I'd be all right. I was like, come on, my man. It was these homies. He was like, no, you're getting a ticket for disorderly conduct. So I told the boys, y'all are all gonna split this. And then I went to spit into the sewer. As I came back up, I was lifted up and slammed on the car. Spitting toward an officer is assault. You are being arrested. So later, I went to defend myself in court, right? I walked in and saw the black, what do you call the dude? The prosecutor. The prosecutor's black, so I thought I was fucking in luck. That motherfucker was trying to get me to plead guilty. I was like, go fuck yourself, my boy. I'm gonna see the judge. Right, so I was dressed pretty nice. Most people were in there for domestic violence, wearing sweatpants. So I decided I would be in a good fucking standing looking as I was. So I got up and told the judge, you know, this guy arrested me for absolutely nothing. I'm a stand-up person in the community. I do a lot with kids. And if you don't just let this go, I'll bring an actual lawyer back and make that guy stand for what he did to me. The judge was like, well, okay. $25 court fee, $25 fine. Be on your way, young man. And that is when I found out the judge was gay. So fast forward a few months, and now I'm receiving a grant for an inner city youth surf camp. The first person whose hand I shake, the gay mayor. Second person whose hand I shake is the judge. So I look him in the eyes, I tell him, yo, my man, I told you I did a lot in the community. He looked at me and goes, what does one gay horse say to the other? I was like, I don't know what. He was like, hey. It's like, I didn't know whether to laugh or to be pissed because that was probably a pickup line. What I learned from the whole situation was that a brown cop will try to flip me over and arrest me. A black prosecutor will try to flip me into saying I'm guilty. And a gay white judge will try to flip me upside down and fuck me. That's some bullshit. Asbury Park, New Jersey, the only place on earth where there's a brown cop, a black prosecutor, and a gay white judge. It's like a Magtard's DEI heaven. Anybody here athletes? God damn, this happens every time. None of you chicks have to run away from someone that looked like Jackson or Mr. E out here in Paia? All right, we got an athlete over here. All right, man, what do you want to hear? A soccer joke or a surfing joke?
He said look like
Surfing, okay. One time I got a 500 microgram tab of acid and the homie told me not to take it all at once. So I took 1/4 of it and nothing happened. Then I took another 1/4 of it and nothing happened. And then the shit hit me and the waves hit. And I had to cross the lava field of the beach to go surf. The wave that I took, I didn't paddle into. I thought I broke the sound barrier. What I looked like was the fucking auntie at Middles. Da-dum-ting. All right, I'm Ed the Dread. That's my time, y'all. Have a good evening. Yeah.
Keep up Red the Dread, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, while we're at it, keep it up for the staff of PPCB, ladies and gentlemen. We got Maddie, Kaika, holding it down. Maddie, we got three comics left. Should we call it last call? It's about that time. We're going to start last call now, so if you want to get your final drinks in, now's the time to do it. We're going to be wrapping this up. We got 3 more comics left. You guys ready for the home stretch? Come on, give us a little more energy. You guys ready for the last 3? That's all I hear. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, next comic coming up to the stage, one of our most controversial comics. You already know that. Give it up for the one and only Mr. Jimbo.
All right, let's give it up for Chino. Great job every week. I genuinely don't know why he still does this. It's about me night, which is weird, because I'm a white male and it's always about me. And I feel weird doing this during Black History Month. I'm sorry, Ed, this is uncomfortable. I've been doing a lot of virtual reality lately. I got like a Meta Quest, and they're super cool. And I was in a virtual Mario world, and I was Mario, so I get to like jump and hit the bricks with my head and get the coins that pop out. It was so cool. And so since then, I've actively been searching to see if there's a Luigi one. Pew pew. Can't always get what we want. I was actually, I'm wearing a Seahawks jersey. I don't give a fuck. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I watched the alternative Super Bowl, the Puppy Bowl. Nobody watched the Puppy Bowl? The Puppy Bowl's awesome. You should. You should watch the Puppy Bowl. I was actually in VR, and somebody was trying to explain to a bunch of people what the Puppy Bowl was. And in the VR room, it was a bunch of furries, and they were so confused. No one knows furries, admittedly at least. Mystery's like, I get that one. I had to catch one mystery stray. I'm sorry, buddy. I have more. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what I got for you guys.
Just because I'm the funniest one in the room.
This is the funniest looking one in the room. Times are rough, so I signed up for Instacart to be a shopper. I passed the background check. I know, shocking. Passed it. I was all ready to go, and then they asked me my height and my weight. And when I put it in, they denied me. What are they scared of? Ridiculous. My dog was going crazy the other day. My dog was barking his head off at the neighbor. And it was so irritating. So I went outside and I smacked him on his bare ass and I told him to shut the fuck up. And when he did, my dog stopped barking, so it worked. Thank you. Lively crowd. The Olympics is going on. Who's excited for the Olympics? Stop lying. No one really cares. You know, it's really just a scam, right? I've always seen Olympics as a scam. They prop up these fake ratings. They pull out this patriotism, and everyone kind of just by default watches every so often. And, you know, I don't want to get deep down the rabbit hole with you guys, but, you know, there's a lot of fraud, sex trafficking, a lot of fucked up shit. So I want to get something off my chest, and I need you guys to help me here. On the count of 3, if you agree with me and you hate the Olympics, I need you to scream, fuck the Olympics, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck the Olympics. No, everyone likes the Olympics. No, we're going to move on to the next joke. There's a big Olympics crowd here. Good, because my next joke is that I was watching the Olympics yesterday, and I saw Lindsey Vonn. Since you guys are all big Olympics, who's Lindsey Vonn? A skier. She is a skier. She's a legendary skier, a renowned Olympian. It's her last Olympics. On her last run, she was skiing down in speed skiing, and she got fucked up. She hit a curve, and she tumbled, and she tore both of her ACLs. It was very gruesome. That's a tough way to leave a legacy. I'm doing thinkers today, Chino. These are thinkers to my thinking crowd. I've been getting a lot of targeted ads lately. And we get targeted ads? Yeah, Morgan, I know your targeted ads. Borderline illegal. My targeted ads are like gambling addiction, gambling, whippets, whippet addiction, weight loss, bad choices, and then join ICE. Which is so peculiar because they got almost everything right, but obviously I'm very like outwardly like fuck ICE. But I guess it makes sense because I'm also really poor and vulnerable right now, so it's working. Now, lately I've been rage baiting my girlfriend. I've been rage baiting her with compliments. You should try it. You're so funny. You're nothing like your mom. I love you. It's all nice stuff. See, you get just as mad. I'll end on this one. Things have been really rough for me. I did get a new job, so things are looking up. It's not ICE, and if it was, I wouldn't tell you. Where's Ivan? Bashar, you're good. We've moved on from you, Bashar. Things are real bad that I was offered a real quick job, which is like a dishwasher job, and I denied it. And that's not because it's beneath me, but it's because I figured if I got that job, my whole like home life would change because the expectations from my girlfriend would be a lot different. Like being a professional dishwasher, I couldn't pass on this round, you know what I mean? I did great tonight. Give it up for Jimbo. All right, give it up for Tino. Thank you so much. Shout out to the YouTube watchers.
Keep it going for Jimbo, ladies and gentlemen. Also, High Spice is still looking for a dishwasher. 3 days a week, 3 hours a shift, $75 a shift. Hey, come on. 3 hours, $75, that's enough to get crack for the rest of the week.
Yeah, great.
I don't know what crack. I thought it was cheap. I thought it was the whole deal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic is also a foreign person. Actually, more foreign than the last foreign comic. I don't know how you determine that. I'm just going by miles. It could be however you determine it. From very far away, give it up for the one, the only Mr. Bashar.
Keep it going for Chino, guys. I am your neighborhood immigrant. I am. I turned American about 5 years ago, so you can't really get rid of me now. I was way nicer before I had the passport because I was under the threat of getting deported all the fucking time. It's not a joke. I had no misdemeanors, no nothing. Now I'm all like following Candace Owens and think the Jews are behind everything. No, but it's not true. I actually have a lot of Jewish friends that I loved prior to knowing they were Jewish. Okay, not true. It's not all gonna be about Jews here. I love you, sister. No. How do I dig myself out of this one? That's what Candace Owens does to you. I too have a business, right? It's a scooter business. And I was setting up my Google account the other day, and they're like, well, since you're a minority, you should probably mention that in your page. I was like, I don't know if Muslim owned is the missing puzzle in this business, right? I don't think that's what's gonna drive more people to me. Let's see, it's a talk about yourself night. Obviously, I don't like talking about myself. That's why I'm here, trying to be as not self-absorbed as I can. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I've been living here for the last, I've been living here for like 13 years on this great island, this great nation. People confuse me when I tell them I'm an immigrant. They're like, well, like what kind of exotic immigrant are you? Right? Are you, what kind of brown? Are you Cuban? You're looking at me like, get it out. No, I'm the worst of the Browns, guys. I'm the worst. You know, our team is not doing too great on the world stage. You know, we don't have the best PR out there. But we're making a comeback for it as Arabs. Can't even think of one Arab that is actually making a comeback.
You are.
I am. I'm trying to be the voice of the Arabs. Yes. Yes. Don't gas me up too much, cause I might just blow up. Okay. No. We don't do that anymore. We moved on. We moved on to better, bigger things. Fuck, what other? Yeah, we're doing good. Let's see. As a collective, we kind of moved on from one place where we kind of acted like we supported Palestine, like growing up. And this is just real, and it just got a little serious now. But growing up as like we had this like the homeland of Arab nations that were all acted like we supported Palestine. And now, slowly you're seeing countries actually investing in Israel, like Arab countries. And there's no funny part into this one. Hey, you guys fucking clap for me to be the voice of the Arab world. So, I'm trying to bring it across. Okay? Yeah, so, you know, at this point, you know, I'm American, as you can see. I'm repping it. As soon as I got my passport, I'm fucking, wherever I went, anywhere I traveled to, I'm like, where are you from? Like, American, motherfucker. I've been waiting to flash and to flex my Americanism, so. But yeah, you guys been nice, appreciate you. My name is Bashar.
Good job, Bashar. Keep going, Bashar, ladies and gentlemen. He's a fucking spy, right? That guy's a fucking spy. That's a honey dick if I've ever seen one. Muscles, good looking, good voice. He's like, come on, I love America. Let's dance disco. Next thing you know, he's infiltrated your family. By that I mean fucked your mom. You know? All right. We got one more comic, and then we're going to bring up Dove to close out the night, as we usually do. I mean, you're still a comic, Dove, but you got a special spot. You got the anchor. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now, Mr. Internet Jax.
Thank you very much, Gino. So yeah, very diverse crowd. Oh, Jesus. Very diverse crowd tonight. And that's great. Like, I have a very diverse friend group of legal American immigrant friends and people of all different kinds of ethnicities. Because I love all people, but I am also extremely xenophobic. So like Arabs, Somalis, fucking Mexicans, like, love you guys, but if you're not legal, sorry, you gotta go. Especially Canadians, like, they're the worst, by far. Like, they're the most annoying because they look like, you know, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, but they still hate on America. Like, they're probably my least favorite minority in America. Would probably be the Canadians. No offense if there's any Canadians here, but as long as you're like legal, that's cool. But yeah, so I spent the last couple years in LA, and I was watching the Super Bowl with my dad yesterday. It was rough. Like, I had just been on like a fucking all-night coke bender, made it to church in the morning. The best part about going to church on Sunday is if you're up on the bender from the night before, you don't have to wake up. But yeah, so survived long enough to get to the halftime show, and by far the worst halftime show I've ever seen. Like, one, I don't know what the hell he was saying the whole damn time. Two, he's like an American citizen, and he's like repping all this stuff. They got like gay dudes grinding on each other. It was great. But the great conservative American alternative is Kid Rock, who like openly admits to like lusting after underage women. So it's like, you know, you got two ends of stupidity working against the middle, and then there's like normal America who's like, this is all retarded. So, yeah, I'm just a hater. I'm a great hater. I love hating on things. Like it's actually one of my favorite hobbies. I did my style of comedy in LA, and it didn't go so well over there. Just because like I feel like I can hate on everything out here, and you guys actually kind of get a kick out of it. But like if I'm like going to LA, I'm like, yeah, man, this shit sucks because everyone's fucking gay and Jewish. You get booed off the stage and blacklisted before you even get to try to make a name for yourself. Yeah, fuck you too. But it's okay. It's okay. I could really care less. This stuff makes me laugh when I'm writing it, so, you know, you guys gotta listen to it. I'm from here. So, let's see, last week I told some funny stories about people in the hospital, working the ambulance. Man, I did not have the countenance for that job. Because like, a lot of people are very like, in the medical field, they're like empathetic and nice, and especially when you work these 24-hour shifts and you just get called for some BS, like you get angry at people and their disease, and you're like, well, I got high blood pressure because I like never go anywhere or like exercise and I eat fucking Twinkies all day. It's like, well, have you tried not being a fat piece of shit and eating a fucking salad, you know? 99% of the medical problems could be solved with that, but nobody wants to do that. You know, where's the money in that? No, just take another pill, fucking call us next time you're about to die, and we'll wheel you over there until, you know, next time you call us. Like good old Fentanyl Freddy from last time. 1 minute. Okie dokie. So, let's see, what else was pissing me off? Oh yeah, we were talking about religion earlier. You know, I'm super religious too now. When I used to live here, I had extremely high standards for like the types of girls that I dated. Like, ideally like 22 or younger, like 10 out of 10 in the appearance, virgin. But now it's got to be like Christian, because I'm a virgin too, actually. Since becoming a Christian, I'm a virgin now. I'm a born-again virgin, so all those, you know, horrible threesomes and all these bitches I bagged back in the day, it doesn't count. It's not a part of me. It's not your business. And yeah, I'm saving myself for marriage now. So ladies, don't get the wrong idea. It's not going to happen tonight. But yeah, it's been a good spiritual journey coming back to Maui, and yeah, I think that's been about a minute. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the QAnon shaman. I thought the anniversary was last month. That was I just always love it when people like come up on stage and like have like conflicting views, but then like do the most liberal thing and just complain for 5 minutes. Like you just became a liberal while being on stage. That's in order to do art, you have to naturally be liberal, right? That's kind of like, have you seen conservative art? It sucks. It's not good. When people are like, stop making art political, it's like, do you know what art is? Right, thank you. It is political, right? It's supposed to be a smear on the wall that's too fucking well built. We're not like that. We're people, right? We're people. So, but he was right about Canadians though. Fuck them. I'll give him that. Mexicans, Arabs, you guys can stay. Fucking, let's get those Canadians, right? Fucking, that guy threw a pistol hand. He's like, yeah. All right. All right. Dub's gonna close it out for us, do his set. Audience members of the night, right over here. Congratulations, right here, center table. You guys get a bottle of High Spice hot sauce. You were fantastic audience members, and you sat the entire night. Who was your favorite comic tonight?
They're also good.
No. Please pick me when we have more money in the tip bucket. I'll come talk to you. We'll figure it out. I'll bring the list by too. And we'll figure out who comic of the night is. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the music and comedy stylings of Dove. Who's your favorite?
Mystery!
It's your night, mystery.
got him. Fucking Jimbo got him.
1, 2, 1.
Hey. Yeah, Mr. E. Oh yeah. You can buy some more cocaine, my boy.
Chino, I don't know how long this song is going to be, but if I have 19 minutes, stop me. It's actually something, I went back to New York when I grew up in 2005, and this line came to me. It was like a melody and lyrics and stuff. And I felt it was I didn't try and make it up, it just came to me. But I felt it would be like a kind of crass opening line for the song. And certain people might get put off by it and stuff. So I changed it to I Want You to Love Me. And I did it that way for a while, and then I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it the way it was, because it really goes through this whole storyline and becomes a really beautiful story. So you're going to hear the original opening line. You hear the guitar?
Yeah!
I'll pay you to touch me, 'cause I'm all by myself. I'll pay you to need me, 'cause I've got no one else. So lonely, what am I to do? If only I could be with you. I want you to love me. No one should be alone. I want you to want me, so I'm not here on my own. And if you should like me, maybe we'll go on. However unlikely, our love could move along. I'm tired of being by myself. It seems so unhealthy. I'd like to be with someone else. I think you can help me move to something new. I could be wealthy if I could be with you. And if you should love me, that would be divine. I thank God above me for the love that made you mine. I'm tired of being by myself. It seems so unhealthy. I'd like to be with someone else. I know you can help me move to something new. I could be wealthy if I could be with you. And if you should love me, that would be divine. I thank God above me for the love that made you mine. For the love that made you mine. For the love that made you mine. I'll pay you to touch me. I'll thank God above me for what amazing guy. How am I doing here, Sheena? Where are you? 2 more minutes. One more song.
Kind of lonely too, but
Here's a song about, the first song that came to me here on Maui in 2002. It's a song about a couple discovering their love for God. We found our lost love tonight, and it sure feels so right. And in the morning's moonlight, while looking so dear in the hold of your arms, light could do me no harm. We are feeling so warm. Oh, I love you, my dear. In this love light I find the love that's divine, and I am feeling so fine just to have you so near. In the hold of your arms, light could do us no harm. We are feeling so warm. Oh, I love you, my dear. In this music I find the love that's divine, and we are feeling so fine just to have you so near. In the hold of your arms, life could do us no harm.
Art is provocative.
We are feeling so warm.
Art is always rough in its early stages. It's all about
Oh, I
finding
love
it
you,
now. You spin on the edges of that. So if the
found our lost love tonight,
did a little more give take, you can get some
and it sure feels so right. And in the morning's moonlight, oh, I love you, my dear.
take some of that sting off, make it a little bit more middle
love
and if you can get with that, don't go with more than that. Much more. That's funny.
Instead of just being like the right wing nut job.
I mean, that leaned even further into it because it almost wasn't reading if you were serious or sarcastic.
Thank you.
You have to double down on
That's
one
my
side or
new
the other.
voice.
Yeah. Keep it going for Dove, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you know what? We got a couple minutes left. We have a new first-time performer that wants to give it a shot. You guys okay with one more giving it a shot? One more comic? As long as he is attention. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the last guy, Mr. Kai.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? I grew up here in Maui, so I always gotta fucking give information to the fucking tourists, right? So I'm over here, I'm working, I work all these fucking stupid jobs so I can make enough money to live here in Maui, right? And so I meet all these people, right? And every situation you walk into, you get a different person, a different human you gotta deal with, right? So I remember growing up over here, we got all my local friends, they're 300 pounds, 6'4", and the cops pull us over. And all the local guys, oh, they're big as fuck. I was a little guy. They shove them in the cars. Oh, you guys, get in the cars. We're scared you're gonna beat us up. So all my local friends are shoved in the cars, and they're the nicest guys over there. But then like me and my other friend, he's like from Thailand, he's this big, he's trying to kick them. And he's cooking Thai food on the side. And then me, I'm over here, I'm a little white guy, they just let me go, you know, they don't worry about us. And then all my friends, they always complain, oh, fucking cops always take us big fuckers and throw us in the car because we're local and we fucking huge. And, you know, that's right, because you fucking scary, that's why. Look at you guys, you mean mugging, fucking tonguing and shit. And we look innocent, so we get away with all the shit. So that's great, but nowadays, you can't tell the cops anymore, because before it was like your friend's dad from school, and he fucking gives you guys shit and he lets you go. And nowadays, the cops come in and they're like reading the book and everybody gets the same punishment. So, you know, I never quite knew what to do in this situation, you know. Do I fucking run from the cops, hide from the cops, and nothing, you know, but I watched my friends do it throughout the years. So my Hawaiian friends, they could yell at the cops and tell them, fuck you, and get away with everything, some of them. And then some of them went to jail and got shipped to Arizona. And you know, you never know what is gonna happen in this situation. So that's all I got. Comedy night. I'm gonna work on my reputation. Hey guys, have a great night. Bye.
Hey, you know what? When white guy talking pigeon, it's like when white guy dancing, huh? If you don't do it, you better be good. That was good, huh? That was good. Solid, Kai, right on. That was, come on. How about your pigeon, cousin? Right on. No worries, be curious. You did great. All right. Thank you for joining us. If you had a good time, please tell your friends. If you didn't, shut your fucking mouth. We don't need rumors. It's small island. Love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in on the live stream. See you next Monday. That's it. End simulation. Bye. If you're safe, be safe. Bye.
Yeah. Good job. You did it again. Thanks, Chino. Oh yeah,
Mic for the thing.
yeah, your mic flipped off. It's under your tripod.
Dude, I really liked your set tonight, man.
Oh, thank you.
That was on point.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Spanish book. I saw your fucking photo in Build and Render. Or no, it was Punchline.
It felt like
Punchline's like cool comedy club where you're like in a lobby. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw all those